This is the hidden cycle. You absorb, you overload, you withdraw, you feel guilty, you re-engage, repeat. Hi, welcome to episode 3 of The Regulated Empath. This one's called Why You Absorb Everything. There's a hidden cycle of emotional overload. So why do you absorb everything? You may think you're just deeply empathic. You feel everything. You care deeply. You're available. You listen. You hold space. But then something happens. You pull away. You stop replying. You need space. You feel drained. And you don't understand fully why. Let's look at the pattern. Okay, so the first stage is about absorbing. You walk into a room and you immediately tune in. It's on a subconscious level, but you tune into who's upset, who's stressed, who's uncomfortable. You don't even mean to. You just feel it. So imagine you were at a social gathering. Say it's someone's birthday. There's music, a lot of conversation, people moving around. You're smiling and you're chatting. But you're also noticing that one person seems tense. Another's irritated. Someone else may be trying too hard. But you can feel it all. So you adjust. You soften your tone. You become actually more accommodating. And you try to steady the atmosphere. This is not a cognitive thing. You're not trying to do it with your mind. It's something that comes naturally to you. And you tell yourself that this is being an empath. So what happens is that the next stage, the second stage, is overload. Your system is working hard. You're processing your own emotions. You're processing everybody else's. And after about an hour or two, your body tightens. Your patience drops. You feel slightly overwhelmed. And maybe you suddenly just want to leave. And on the way home you think, why can't I just enjoy things like everyone else? Nothing dramatic happened, but your system is overloaded. So the next stage is withdrawal. You start to pull away. You might cancel the next invitation. You might take longer to reply to messages. You need quiet. Not because you don't care, but because you've taken on too much. And then guilt creeps in. Why am I like this? Why do I disappear? Why am I just avoidant? No, you are overloaded. So this is the hidden cycle. You absorb, you overload, you withdraw, you feel guilty, you re-engage, repeat. Okay? Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. This is the hidden cycle of emotional overload. And if you don't recognize it, you'll keep blaming yourself and taking it all very personally. You'll think you're inconsistent, you're unreliable, you're just too much or you're not enough. But it's not your character, it's your capacity to take on all of that you're feeling and sensing. So, how do we deal with this? You don't have to give yourself away in order to care. Being empathic doesn't mean you have to take everything in. If your empathy leads to shutdown, that's not emotional depth. It's your nervous system that's overloaded, and it's telling you so. And the overload leads to withdrawal. That's biology, not personality. So when you can regulate your nervous system, that changes everything. So you'll learn to regulate whilst you're in the room. So instead of absorbing unconsciously, subconsciously, the cycle breaks. You can notice things without taking them on. You can care deeply without collapsing or falling apart. You can stay present without disappearing later. That is the regulated empath. Not less caring, just more steady.